I am back, and I'm going to stream Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All again on the Nintendo Switch. Crossing my fingers that I don't get all the connection problems that I had yesterday. I just tested my connection and it looked like it was fine, but it looked fine yesterday as well, yeah, but and when it came time to start streaming, it wasn't good. But at least it still seems to be holding together for now. Well, here goes nothing. Yeah, let's load the selected data. Alright. December 30th, 9:41 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today. Performance? That's how he calls it. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that. So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? Huh? It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. It doesn't seem like his fabulous self. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina is different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in the legal limbo. How long can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Teching the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Aha! 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 Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess they will just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. An old-fashioned clown. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mrs. von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Well, he is a lot more believable than the clown, I'm afraid. And people are going to pity him because he's in a wheelchair, so... I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night, creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. With the birds in the courthouse, name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berwick Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There is no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yeah, it's true. She was the first to say that it was impossible that it could happen the day before. So how convenient that now she believes it. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Oh yeah, I should save probably, because apparently I can't even press that witness from what Phoenix was saying earlier. Around that time, yeah, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. By the way, does the time match with the autopsy report? He says right after 10 p.m., doesn't he? Ah, yeah. Yeah, just after 10 p.m. Okay, so it fits. At least so far. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Yeah, I don't like this one already. I saw him from behind, but it looks like Max Galactica. Well, can I press him at the very least? Because he said I couldn't, but I'd like to see it to see if I can for real. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct, but there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Okay, so I got no penalty for pressing him for detail. Okay. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes, and you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. He heard a loud thump. I don't see what the problem is with that. Is he supposed to be deaf? Or... no? I don't think there is. I'm gonna attempt it, but I don't think there is. If there's a contradiction, to prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? They're offering me to... They're offering me to show some piece of evidence, so... I got no evidence to prove that he could not have heard the thump. Yeah, I just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Yeah. Yeah, I was bluffing, indeed. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Yeah, exactly. It looks like it. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. I can't find any! Or at least I can't prove that he's lying. He's vague on purpose, so I can't press him on the little details that might be wrong. That sounds like a well-rehearsed story, and I think Miss Franziska von Karma has something to do with it.